Hello everyone, this is MJPW and welcome back to another Toy Story 5 product review. I honestly thought that we were out of things to actually review, but there is quite a plethora of different items. Probably not a whole lot of them more that I'm going to be covering on the channel. But there is still a handful of items that I am looking for, and if I do find them, then I will do a video. One of such is this one, the, what's it called? Woody's Hey Howdy Hey guitar. This one is kind of nostalgic a little bit. So if you watched the Ultimate Action Woody video, or even the video where I talked about both of them, he makes a guitar sound that reminded me of a old Mattel Woody doll that has a guitar, and that sound was like a strumming sound from that old doll from back in the day. And when I saw that this was a product listing that there is a guitar that makes sounds, I instantly was like, I bet that it's going to be pretty similar to the sounds that's going to be off of that doll. But to my surprise, from the most part, I think most of the stuff that's on here, I think has been unique for this, including, I think, at least 3 new actual songs sang by Jim Hanks, which is Tom Hanks' brother. Jim Hanks, he voices Woody for pretty much everything that's not the main movies, as far as what I can tell. So Jim is just about Woody as much as Tom is, and I know a lot of people probably might be a little confused about that, but trust me, you know, he's voiced all of the dolls and different things from our childhood just as long as Tom has. And yeah, I would very much like to meet him one day or talk with him, just because, you know, he's part of you know, the voices of my childhood, you know. And I think that's really awesome that he's back on here. He's singing the songs as Woody, and yeah. So what you say we get it opened up and we go through the different sounds and songs, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got it out of the box, and as always, if you're curious, it takes 2 double A's. Takes 2 AA batteries, and it is a Phillips screwdriver, if you're included, or if you're interested. I read the word not included, and then it made me say included. So, there is several different things to look at here, and I'm glad that I looked at the manual, but I'm going to kind of summarize it up. So, on the back, there is a off. Let me get more into the light. It's kind of hard here. There is an off, which is the O. There is a volume, and then there's a volume that's a little bit louder. That is the one, I believe, that is on default. But there is a lower volume. Other than the power switch and the batteries, you can see this really nice artwork. Hopefully you can see it a little bit of Woody and Bullseye. You also have a really nice old-fashioned Woody and his badge up here. I love that. Seeing that's very, very nostalgic, because, you know, back in the day, that's what we had back, like, the Toy Story 2 days. You know, different things like that. Little logos for the characters. By the way, when you turn it on, you can hear Woody do a big yeehaw.
Yeehaw! 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 Yeehaw!
I love that. There's no sound that plays in between the 2 volume modes. But yeah. Now, as far as the buttons that are on here, these are not buttons. This is just a plastic insert, but they are kind of like separated. I think that's just to save a little bit of cost, so they can do the details of the different colors. So this is the song button. You can play this, or you can press this to make him play a song. You can do this. This is guitar solos. It's a melody button. This first one was called a song button, by the way. The third one is phrase button. You press to hear Woody phrases. There's also a strummer to make guitar strumming sounds. You can also press multiple buttons or all three at once to, it says, for different funny sounds, which is interesting. There's also a little button right here you may have seen. So what that one is for, if you press and hold the button for at least 4 seconds to choose English mode or sounds only mode. I'm guessing that is a way, forgive me, I can't speak other languages, but I'm betting that is a way to also change it over to other languages, because it also can go into other languages, as far as what I'm understanding. But, maybe you're a mom that's, or dad, that's just tired of hearing, Woody singing, "Oh my darling, oh my darling." You can probably, get that disabled. But yeah, what you say that we go through the different things here? I believe that is all of our modes. So I think first we will start with the strumming. It's pretty general. This is the phrases.
Whoa! Yee-haw! Ha-ha! Whoa! Whoa! Yahoo! Sheriff Woody here.
By the way, let's see, how many phrases did it say that it has? We always got to bring this up. It says 28 plus. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this is also by Fisher-Price, but also Mattel, obviously. But it has a Fisher-Price tag. I don't know if Fisher-Price is part of Mattel, but, I can just kind of tell. Not that that's a bad thing, of course. But yeah. Alright, so let's keep going through those phrases, see if we can get any more.
Well, pull my string, you sound fantastic. Hey, howdy, hey, partner. I think it's a good time for some singing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yahoo! Well, pull my string, you sound fantastic. Ha-ha! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, howdy, hey. Whoa, whoa. Hey, howdy, hey, partner. I think it's a good time for some singing. You're my favorite deputy. Yee-haw! Yippee-ki-yay! Sheriff Woody here. Whoa! Well, howdy. Nice to see you. Yee-haw! Hey, howdy, hey, partner. I think it's a good time for some singing.
So we'll go through the melody.
Ready to sing along? Great! Here we go!
don't think that this does anything, but just to try it. So when it plays the melody, let's see if we can do anything with the strummer. No, it doesn't do anything.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
So you can stop
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You can stop the songs at any point. Same for the actual songs themselves by just pressing the phrase button. So now I think we'll go through the actual songs themselves, and I'll let you hear them in their full.
And 1 and 2 and here we go. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Ride like the wind there, partner. Howdy there, bullseye, great to see you. Howdy there, bullseye, great to see you. Howdy there, bullseye, great to see you. Ride like the wind there, partner. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Ride like the wind there, partner. Oh, give me a home where collectibles roam, where Jesse and Bullseye play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word and the prospector's cranky all day. Home, home on the range, where Jesse and Bullseye play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word and the prospector's cranky all day.
That's very nostalgic.
In Molly's bedroom, on a table, tending sheep at sleeping time, stood the sweetest porcelain treasure. It was Bo Peep, her face did shine. Oh my darling, tending sheep at sleeping time. And for you I sing a melody. Oh Bo Peep, would you be mine?
I think that might be it, but just in case, or whatever, let's just go through it again.
Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Ride like the wind there, partner. Howdy there, bullseye, great to see you. Howdy there, bullseye, great to see you. Howdy there, bullseye, great to see you. Ride like the wind there, partner. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Ride like the wind there, partner. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Oh, give me a home where collectibles roam, where Jesse and Bullseye play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word and the prospector's cranky all day. Home, home on the range, where Jesse and Bullseye play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word and the prospector's cranky all day. In Molly's bedroom, on a table, tending sheep at sleeping time, stood the sweetest porcelain treasure. It was Bo Peep, her face did shine. Oh my darling, tending sheep at sleeping time. And for you I sing a melody. Oh Bo Peep, would you be mine? Yee-haw! That was some singing.
It's really funny. It's very, very nostalgic. Almost has me tearing up. It just reminds me of the Strummin Woody from, like I said, way back in the day. It just, it would have been really cool if Mattel had made, well, they didn't make a full-scale Woody, well, other than, the Ultimate Action Woody, but they didn't make one that was more like a ragdoll feature other than the play scale one, but those are pretty tiny. It would have been really awesome if they did some kind of thing that was like that again, because Mattel did make that. From my total understanding, from my total memory, Mattel made that Strumming Woody from way back in the day, and they could have, did something like that again, and they could have smacked this right on it. I get it, like, having something like this is a little bit, maybe a little bit more interesting, but, I just, I wish that there was more of the actual dolls and stuff out in the world for these newer movies, but it's just so slim. You know. But that can be said, you know, uh 10 times a day. But that's not really going to change anything, unfortunately, but all we can do is speak our mind. But I will say this definitely got got a little bit of a emotional reaction from me. But yeah, now I think we can go through the final little bit, which I think is supposed to be the funny sounds, which is clicking the sounds, or clicking these together. I'll try my best here. That is the strumming sound that's on the Strummin Woody. That's so funny. Oh man. That's when you start up. Oh man, that's straight up that Woody. Oh my gosh. And I guess just to see what happens, let's hold this down and also see what happens, because it did say you hold it down for 4 seconds and it'll go to only audio, so no like voices. Yeah, so I'm really glad that I tried that out, because we would have totally missed that. What happens if we click phrases?
Yeehaw! Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, so you still get Woody phrases. That's just gonna be the same. That's just gonna be the same actual guitar solo sounds. I'm thoroughly impressed with this. This ran for, I believe, like $25. Like I said, I had a little bit of a emotional reaction to this. Very nostalgic if you had something like that Woody from way back in the day. It almost makes me want to go find him. I still have him. I kept all of my Toy Story stuff. If you know that I'm that big of a Toy Story fan, I have my old collection. Yeah, I'm very much happy. I'm very happy that we swapped that over, because we would have totally missed that. I'm pretty sure that Woody had a whistling variant of sounds as well. Yeah, so I'm very happy that we caught that. So does it go back? Yes.
Oh, give me a Sheriff Woody here.
All right. Yeah, out of a lot better than even what I expected. I expected it to be really cool, and I already was expecting some kind of emotional reaction anyway. you might think it's silly, but, you know, it's, you know, I'm glad to be able to do these videos because I can relive a little bit of my childhood through doing these videos for you guys, and I'm very happy to do it. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm sure a lot of the old Toy Story friends will probably feel the same way that I did as making this video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.